back in the studio now, joined by Aidan McGee, Hayley Palmer, and former footballer and radio broadcaster Jason Cundy. Like to see you dressed up for the occasion, Jason. Fantastic. So, for me, look, I want a happy life. Are we going to win, Jason? Are we going to win?
Joe, this is a tough one to call. It really is. Two good sides. Both sides will go into it feeling they can win it, understandably so. Great point you made there about how many goals we scored. Eight players have scored in our squad. Only 3 in theirs, but they have.
We need to take those 3 down. So
Mbappe's one, Giroud's the other. Keep those 2 quiet, you go a long way. But right now, Mbappe is as good as anything on the planet.
Yeah, Dembele's playing well. Ismail looks starting to look a £100 million player. Griezmann as well has been pretty good in this tournament. He hasn't always produced for France, but he's done well of late. I just think it's very rare that England beat opposition of this calibre at this stage of competitions. I go back to...
you're always the voice of gloom.
No.
Jason nudging, you're closest to him.
No, but hang on, we played France. We played France in '82 World Cup. That was in the group stage, and they were wearing, when they won that, they were wearing the home version of the shirt.
Give Aidan a red card.
Well, do you not think now that Gareth Southgate realised he's got Phil Foden in the squad, do you not think that? I think England's got a better team than France, to be perfect. I
think you're right, but they go into it with a little bit more experience. They're the world champions. I think it'll be interesting to see what Gareth does, whether he plays a 4 or a 3. A lot of speculation about whether he will go into this game trying to take care of Kylian Mbappe.
What do you think he'll do then?
I think he should keep it the same 4-3-3.
Yeah.
I think what we'll see is Henderson perhaps play a little bit deeper and closer to Rice. Yeah. Jude Bellingham has been off the clock. Yeah. He has been magnificent.
I couldn't have predicted that.
So he's the driving force in the middle of the park. I think we need to be wary of Mbappe, but I think at the same time we've got enough going forward, as we've proven.
Can I ask a question? Because obviously Philip will always say I might not watch all the match, but I come in for the penalties. I love the penalties. Right. So my question there. What is the likelihood that this goes to penalties? Are we going to win on penalties?
It's such a 50-50 call, this one. Look, I think it could go to pens. I think these are 2 very closely matched teams. I don't see a great deal between the pair of them. 1 goal might win it in 90. Extra time, we saw yesterday what can happen with Croatia. I think it could go to pens, guys. I don't know what it's going to be like for you, but it's excruciating.
How much practice do they do for a penalty?
These guys. See, there's only so much you can do on the training ground. Yeah. You can replicate that as much as you like, but when that spot kick matters in front of 60,000 people and millions around the globe. Let me tell you, you can do as much as you like. That moment right there. That moment right there.
Shootout before?
No chance. No chance. I know. Leave it to someone else.
But it's important that, because I've seen this before. I said I love the penalties, right? And they'll bring somebody. They'll bring somebody on very late in the game, and then they think they should take a penalty. Never, because they've got too much energy in the system. So who he puts this lineup of penalties, because he hasn't been good in the past as his manager.
Callum Wilson is one that might happen to.
Spain brought a player the other night. And specifically for penalties, and he missed his penalty.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they're still too anxious, got too much energy.
In the Euros final,
exactly.
I can't think of a better way to finish or to end a deadlocked match. I'd go straight to penalties and leave out extra time. When was the last time we scored a thrilling extra? We saw a thrilling
Hayley, I'm going to ask you: Are you a penalty lady?
I don't know what's listening to me, but I'm the sports expert today, because I'm saying 2-1 to England. I've already had an argument with Aidan about it. I'm like, forget the negative attitude. It's all about the positive attitude. And yes, they're going to win. And it's a mindset. When they're doing the penalties...
You watched it last week as well,
I watched it, 3-0. I watched that game, and I'm into it now.
You're watching tonight?
Yeah, I'm watching tonight. I'm missing Strictly for this.
Oh my God, that is big news.
Do you know who I was reading about was the mums? So I was reading about the mum of Mbappe and also Bellingham there. And so it's women there behind them, very strong influence. How important is it going to be, the mum telling them what to do? I know they seem to be still washing and hanging up the clothes, but how...
Well, these boys are getting younger and younger. I mean, we're talking about Jude Bellingham.
We're getting older and older as well, though.
We're getting older and older. This is very true. Look, the families will be out there, wives, girlfriends, parents, kids. But when it comes to that moment, I can't imagine what it must be like, the pressure, because the whole world and the whole country will be watching. So just fingers crossed.
When the Sun interviewed Gareth Southgate's mum the day after he missed that penalty in Euro '96, and she said, "Oh, he should have smacked it a bit harder." Totally insensitive.
I think the problem is, I think England have got the better players and the better team. I think France have got a better manager. That's the bit.
Controversial. Over to you, Jason.
Look, Deschamps knows how to win. He's won the World Cup as a player, won it as a manager. Gareth Southgate's got better and better. We got to the semi-final of the World Cup, no one saw that. We got to the final of the Euros. It does feel as though the last 4 years have been built to this moment.
The teams that generally win and are habitual winners are the ones who've been knocking on the door for quite a long time.
Yeah,
Germany. How many times did Germany go deep before they won the World Cup in 2014? And that's kind of the trajectory that England have been on.
So you're now thinking we might win it?
No, one day, just not this time.
Are you going to be watching this on your own, or are you going to be at the pub, or how are you going to be doing this?
I'm going to the pub. I'm fully embraced in this, Phil. This is a new me. I really believe in it. And also, I like following the Wags as well.
And are you going to be getting the old T-shirt?
I mean, I'm not going to go that far. But maybe the next round.
You need to get the football.
I know. All the gear and no idea.
Well, I will be I have got the T-shirt.
Oh, God,
I will be wearing it tonight. I think that could be the good luck, whatever.
I'm saving mine for the final.
Oh, okay.
I gave away my England shirt to a staff member a few weeks ago before the tournament because it didn't really fit me very well. It's a remake. It's a remake of an Italian 91. Last time I gave my shirt away during a World Cup was in 2006 to an Italian friend of mine, and they went on and won the tournament.
Cheryl Cole. Over to you, Hayley.
Yeah, talking of England footballers and wags, Cheryl Cole.
Yes, Cheryl Cole. She's going to be starring in a musical called Ghost 222. Now, she's taking over from Laura Whitmore. I saw her do that part. I just think, is it fair that a star, a well-known star, gets the role when people are training at theatre schools for years and then missing out on the parts? I just don't think it's fair. I always stick up for the performers. And, has Cheryl got any acting training?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. She's got a career in sort of singing. She could say,
I don't think she's acted before, has she?
But she's have done lots of sort of performing.
Got selling tickets, right? And we're talking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I understand they do need a name, but I just think it's a bit unfair on all the training.
Listen, I can't believe it. We've come to the end of the show. I'm going to have to thank Jason. I'm going to have to thank Aidan. I'm going to have to thank Hayley. We've had such a good time. That's it from us. We'll be back next week. We've had a fabulous show. Coming up next is the wonderful Alistair Stewart and Friends.